Welcome to Tyson's TV, a program by the Tyson's Regional Chamber of Commerce, your link to opportunity.
Welcome to Tyson's TV. My name is Leha Anderson. I'm Manager for Media and Community Relations at Dominion Virginia Power. We have a great show for you today, focusing on fun in and around the Tysons area. Our first guest will be Jackie Franchi, who is with Visit Fairfax. Let's talk with Jackie.
Oh, good morning.
Good morning. Thank you for joining us.
Oh, it's a pleasure. Thank you for having us.
Well, what you do is so exciting. You're Director of Marketing for Visit Fairfax.
I am.
So you get to go around talking about the great things that Fairfax County has to offer.
We sometimes talk in our office about how really fortunate we are because we get to tell people how to have fun on vacation.
Exactly. So who are you talking to when you say we get to tell people how to have fun in Fairfax County? Who are you telling that to?
Well, we're talking to people who are potential visitors to come to the area. Visit Fairfax is something called a destination marketing organization. And what that means is that we're the official tourism organization for representing Fairfax County. And so our job is to benefit the citizens and the communities of Fairfax County by bringing in visitors who will add to the economy in Fairfax County.
And where do the visitors typically come from? Are they from abroad, or are we talking about people coming from Maryland and Pennsylvania into Fairfax County?
Great question. Our marketplace is literally the world. There are some feeder markets that people come, there are bigger markets for us, such as Philadelphia and New York, really the Northeast corridor down to the Carolinas, but also we market heavily internationally, everywhere from China to South America to Europe.
Wow.
Yeah.
And so when you market Fairfax County, how does it benefit the residents here? How does it benefit the businesses here?
Well, I'm especially glad you asked that question because I think people don't always realize how important tourism is to our local and national economy. Just in Fairfax County alone, tourism is a $2.7 billion industry.
Wow, billion with a B.
Billion with a B. We support over 30,000 jobs just in Fairfax County, and just this past year brought in over $175 million in state and local taxes.
That's excellent.
And the bonus is that we are funded solely by those visitors through a dedicated portion of the hotel occupancy tax, so we don't require any general funds to do what we do, and in fact provide tax relief for our local citizens.
Oh, that is really great. So you're funded entirely by that little line that we see when we stay in a hotel that says occupancy tax.
That's exactly right. It was something that our industry approached the legislature for and enacted this additional tax, a portion of which goes to fund Visit Fairfax. And with those funds, we support additional tourism revenues into the county.
Okay, so how long has Visit Fairfax been around?
Since 2004, okay. So just about 9 years that we've been doing this. And there was a great tourism effort prior to us through the Economic Development Authority, and then we became a dedicated tourism organization in 2004, so about 9 years now.
So is there a lot of interaction still between Economic Development Authority and Visit Fairfax?
Yes, we do the same thing. We're both here to benefit the citizens of Fairfax County by supporting the economy. So while the EDA does that through attracting great businesses, Visit Fairfax does the same thing, only by seeking visitors who come in and spend money, as we all do when we're on vacation,
exactly.
And support businesses like the hotels, the restaurants, the attractions, and all of those other businesses that are supported when people come on vacation.
So there are so many businesses that do great things in the area. There are so many nonprofits that put on great events, fundraisers, with proceeds going to very worthy causes.
Oh, absolutely.
If they want to make you aware of those things so that when visitors do come to town and want to go to one of their events, how do they go about doing that?
Well, we decided very early on that we wanted to be a web-centric organization for many, many reasons, not the least of which is that's the go-to place,
yes.
where when you're planning a vacation, we all know from our own experiences, people go to the web and seek out information. So fxva.com, which is our website, is our central resource and our go-to resource for people who want information. So those businesses that you refer to, regardless of what event, we have a very robust community calendar and calendar of events that we support and develop, where both for visitors who want to find out what's going on in the area, but also for our own residents.
Yeah.
We also have a wonderful, I'll go ahead and say award-winning mobile app that we are very proud to say Apple chose as new and noteworthy among its travel apps when it was launched. It was the first mobile app in this area that we provided, and through that app, as a resident, I use it all the time. If you want to find out what's going on this week as far as those types of events, or what's going on at Wolf Trap, or even want to seek out a restaurant, you can do that through
Tell us the address again. It's
the website is fxva.com. FX for Fairfax, VA for Virginia.
Okay.
And on that website, not only can you find out all about our hotels and what restaurants are available to you, and our attractions, and what it would be like to plan a vacation in Fairfax County, but you can also access that calendar of events so you can find out what's going on, what's happening in your own backyard at any given time. And then those businesses, to circle back around that, they simply can go straight to that same web address, and there's a place where you can submit an event.
Oh, excellent.
And we welcome any of that kind of information.
So you've really seized this whole technology that we all turn to now for all kinds of information, and that's really neat. But I understand you've also taken that technology theme and created a very exciting campaign. Tell us about that.
Well, we have become a mobile society, right? You know,
Yes.
everybody has one of these
Yes,
days,
we do. Yeah.
and so what we did, we as I mentioned earlier, mobile technology is not new to us. We were the first DMO in this area to introduce a mobile app for both iPhone and Android devices, and when we were trying to decide where we're going to take this next, how do you tell somebody about Fairfax County as a leisure destination?
Yeah.
We worked closely with our marketing partners, White & Partners, and collaborated with them and said, gosh, how do we break through the clutter? Because Fairfax County is nationally known and regarded for its business.
Yes.
You know, it's very well known for many reasons. What we're trying to do is establish Fairfax County as a vacation destination and as a leisure destination. So the research says, I think the last statistic I read said something like every one of us is exposed to over 5,000 marketing messages in any given day. So when you think about that, it sounds like a big number, but by the time you watch television or drive down the road or read a newspaper or sit in a restaurant and see a table tent card and all of those things, when we are inundated with that much clutter, how do you break through?
That's right.
And capture attention? So being the mobile society that we are, what we did, our agency worked with us and presented a campaign that we all immediately reacted to, as most people do when they see it, because it's different and because it stands out and therefore is attention getting. And what it does is it combines historical figures, traditional images of historical figures with the latest mobile technology with QR codes, which are readers that one would use with their mobile device, and it combines video with the traditional imagery, which is very like Fairfax County. We often say in Fairfax County you can go from the 18th century to outer space in just one day because we are so rich in our colonial, our history throughout really, with Mount Vernon Estate and Gardens and Gunston Hall and Claude Moore Colonial Farm, and you can go all the way from that amazing history to outer space with the Stephen F. Udvar-Hazy Center, the National Air and Space Museum, and this campaign just kind of clicked.
That's great. So I understand you've taken this campaign to the surrounding states.
We have.
And you debuted in Pennsylvania. Is that right?
We did. So right now, it's a street campaign, I would call it.
Okay.
And what that means is it's designed for people to interact with it. There are posters in New York City and Manhattan, and also Philadelphia, and also the District of Columbia.
Okay.
We chose those 3 destinations specifically because our research indicates that's where people are, those are some of the biggest potential areas. Also in the District of Columbia, not only are they potential visitors for people who are maybe visiting the district to come visit Fairfax County and spend some time at some of our amazing restaurants, attractions, etc., but also it kind of makes sense. 3 iconic cities with historical figures, mirroring the history of our country with the latest technology. So it kind of all aligned in that sense.
That's a long time to hold your breath. Oh, hey, thanks for scanning me. My name is George, and yeah, I'm a little famous. First president, founding father, all that good stuff. But what really ups the awesomeness is where I live. Fairfax County, Virginia. Think about it. Would the first president of America build his home just anywhere? No. Martha and I wanted to be where the action is. When we feel like some live music, boom! We catch a show at Wolf Trap. Then maybe we'll shop till we drop at Tyson's Corner. Check out the Space Shuttle Discovery at the Udvar-Hazy Center. We might even pop across the Potomac to have a look at me, and me, and me, and me, and me, and me, not me, and me. And then it's back home to Mount Vernon. So while I call Fairfax County home, you can call it your home away from home. So come one, come all, come check out all there is to do in Fairfax County, Virginia.
What a great idea,
Thank
a
you.
great campaign. I saw it earlier and I thought it was very, very
thank
clever.
you.
So I wish you well with that.
Thank you.
Now, let's talk more specifically about Tyson's.
Okay.
What does Visit Fairfax promote about the Tyson's area?
A whole lot. I'll start with. Fairfax County, first, just the number of hotels, restaurants, and attractions is pretty astounding in Fairfax County, over 19,000 hotel rooms. Tyson's has already become and will continue to evolve even further, in my opinion, as its own destination, as a destination within a destination. Of course, when the Silver Line metro stations open, in our view, that will be a game changer. We focus our attention in our markets in 3 primary segments. Business, business for us are meetings and events.
Okay.
The type of business meetings or events one would go to. Leisure, and leisure falls within group tour, group leisure groups, and then individual leisure travelers, and then sports.
Okay.
Which is its own sort of offshoot here. All 3 of those markets stand to benefit from these new hotels or new metro stations. Yes. But we did a quick, back of the napkin assessment the other day. And one of the things in the business segment for group meetings, and with Dominion, some of the events that they're pretty amazing. And you have folks who are event planners whose job it is to find a great hotel that's the right fit, that meets your needs in terms of function space and guest rooms and great location and all that sort of thing. Well, sometimes those event planners are asked to do that within very close proximity or even walking distance to a metro station.
Yes.
When you look at government meeting planners, sometimes I don't envy them because what a tough job to find a great hotel that meets all their needs within their budgets next to a metro station. Well, the day those trains begin to run, 21 new hotels that possibly were never able to include in their consideration set before then will all of a sudden be available to them. So that's just a huge amount of inventory
Right.
that is going to draw incredible new revenues.
That's excellent. That's excellent. And I know restaurants also are a big draw to tourists, and we've got lots of them in the Tysons area.
We do. The restaurants and the retail in the Tysons area is unbelievable. Tysons Corner just itself, from the retail, I'll start with the retail, is the most concentrated retail shopping opportunity outside of New York City on the East Coast.
Wow.
So that's a draw.
Impressive.
The number one activity for a visitor, our research indicates that most visitors do when they're visiting is shopping.
Right.
So, right, which we know, right?
Yes, exactly.
So it is a huge draw, and of course, dining. You can dine around the world within minutes of Tysons Corner.
Tysons, exactly.
So the combination really of these high-end, a hotel for everybody, great hotels, surrounded by high-end, unique dining, and all of this retail shopping that Tysons offers. And then within minutes, you have some pretty world-class attractions.
Yes.
Wolf Trap National Park for the Performing Arts, which is the only park dedicated to the performing arts. Claude Colonial Farm. You know, you have Great Falls National Park. I mean, it's just in a unique area.
It is. What a beautiful area we are in, and we're so fortunate to have all this right in our backyards, and now equally fortunate that you are here to help promote this so that we bring people here and help generate some revenue for our economy. So great.
Thank you.
It's been such a pleasure talking to
thank
you.
you.
I've really enjoyed it, and I've learned a lot from you. In fact, I think I'm going to be taking a little trip this weekend with my family just based on our earlier conversation before our interview began. So thank you so much.
Oh, it's my pleasure.
We'll see you again.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Well, hello there! And thank you ever so much for scanning me. My name is Thomas. Some call me TJ. Perhaps you've heard of me. Founding father.
Oh, that's really cool.
The man who oversaw the Louisiana Purchase. That's right. I know how to shop. And when I really feel like getting my shop on, there's only one place to go. Fairfax County, Virginia. And once I've gotten all that shopping out, catch a show in Wolf Trap. Visit my good friend George at Mount Vernon. And check out the Space Shuttle Discovery at the Aussie Center. That's a fun name to say. But why just say it when you can come see it in Fairfax County, Virginia?